guys, Free-No-One here, and welcome to my live reaction and review for Shogeki no Soma, chapter 250, the man known as Tuskasa Eishi. Alright guys, so last week was actually a pretty solid chapter. We got to learn a little bit more about Ishiki and his past before he met up with Kinokuni. We also found out the reason why he still is cooking and why he found the joy and love for the cooking. It was because of Kinokuni. And we basically got somewhat of a confession out of Ishiki towards Kinokuni. So that was the majority of last week's chapter, as well as Ishiki serving his dish and getting rave reviews from the judges. Question, and we also did see that Ishiki managed to shatter Tsukasa's armor. So as we know, Tsukasa is known as the White Knight, and we saw him actually shatter the armor. The question now is this: how is the current #1 student in all of Totsuki, Tuskasa Eishi, gonna respond? Let's find out. Just gonna get a good drink of water for this one. Yeah, let's do this, guys. I respect you deeply. So a little bit of a flashback from last week. Kinokuni, do you really believe you'll be able to continue cooking with joy if you continue to choose to stay in Central? Ishiki, I like that because Central's philosophy is you have to cook a specific gourmet standard, and that's it. Anything less than that is, no, you can't do it. So what he's saying is basically, can you continue to cook with joy and can you still continue to cook with your passion and everything if you're staying with Central? So that's what he's asking Kinokuni there. Now we've got Tsukasa. I love it. He's up like one. Yes? What is it, Tsukasa-senpai? Do you disagree? The first seat. What does he see? Okay, he goes, disagree? No. I really think you made a great suit, Ishiki. Nothing less than what I expected. Alright, so it's like, he's not really caring. He's showing, he's like, he's typical Tsukasa. I do like Tsukasa, I do like Rindo and Ishiki. They're probably my 3 favorite Elite 10s just because of the way they are. Tsukasa is like, he's all meticulous and everything, but then he's such like, He's like the warrior. Then you got Rindo, who's just out and out, just fucking awesome. And then you got Ishiki, who's just, you don't really know what you're going to get next with him. Say, if I win this match, will you join Central and work under me as my assistant? I will nullify your expulsion. Ooh, alright. So he's offering the same thing to Ishiki that he offered to Soma. That's huge. That is massive. When I even look at Soma, he's like, huh? So you really are pretty amazing at Japanese cuisine, and I think you'd make a wonderful assistant. And we got some who are like, wait, what? What's going on here? He's literally asking Ishiki to join him. And then we got Meat. Got Hakia. He's trying to recruit him in a situation like this. And then we got Hisako going, what nerve? Like that's what they're thinking. And then we go Ishiki. How very like you, Tsukasa-san. Business as usual. Not a cloud in your sky. And Ishiki's just there smiling like, well, just think it over, okay? Before my judging finishes. So he's giving him a time. You have to make a decision by the time the judging finishes. Okay? Fair enough. So I have a feeling we're going to find out the answer to this pretty quickly. So we got Happy Valentine's Day. We got Tsukasa. We got Rindo, we got Saito and Aizen. I love what Rindo's holding. She's holding a heart with 2 lizards sticking out of it. She's like, yeah. She's trying to give to Aizen and Saito like, you know. And then you got Tsukasa and I go, ooh. And Tsukasa's just like, kind of just eating away, munching away on it. Like it's nothing, like there's nothing wrong. I love this. That's a nice, I like that color page. I like that cover page. It's pretty solid. Typical Rindo, typical Tsukasa. Alright. Let's get serious. Okay, we're back. Erana, Megami, Soma. Soma there still drinking his tea. Fuck, how long has he been drinking that tea? Like, either he's an insanely slow drinker or he's just constantly filling it up. Ishiki Satoshi of the Rebel Alliance has brought forth a truly spectacular Japanese soup dish. A preemptive attack that won wild praise from the WGO judges. And she's just like, oh yeah, you know I did. I love it. Alright, so it looks like Tuskasa is finishing up. And we got Soma, he's looking like, alright, what's he going to do? And now his opponent, a member of the Elite 10, Tuskasa Eishi, has just finished his cooking. Okay, this dish, don't tell me. What? There's no mistaking it. Please enjoy. So we got Tuskasa there looking all sophisticated, and I was like, please enjoy. So as we know, Tuskasa, theme ingredient was rabbit. And rabbit fits very well with French cuisine, and that's what Tuskasa specializes in. Liver à la royale. Alright. I'm not sure what that translates to. Maybe some of you French subscribers can let me know. An absolutely iconic dish that monarchs like Henry the 14th, I think? No. Yeah, Henry the 14th are said to have loved. The supreme ruler of the wild game dishes that France's nobility loved so dearly. Alright, so this is an iconic French dish that only literally the rich are the rich ever ate. The rich fragrance wafting off the dish. The beautiful, forceful plating. This is truly a first-class meal. But, okay, so this is the first time when it comes to Tuskasa we've actually heard a but. Okay, so what's the but? This is the first dish that comes to mind when thinking of preparations for wild rabbit or hare. How has he applied his own twist to such an authentic, ossified dish? Okay. Interesting. So it's a very... When they thought rabbit hare, this was the first dish that came to their head. Alright. Knowing Tuskasa, he's done something. Like, being the first day hit and going against Ishiki, I doubt he would have just done something simple like that. It wouldn't be Tuskasa otherwise. Okay. That question will be the most important one we consider in our judging. So we've got Histore, he's cut into the meat, he's tasting meat. So, he's ground together meat from the well-fleshed fore and hind legs as well as the collar. And enveloped it in a flattening sheet of meat and shaped the ensemble into a cylinder. So we're seeing now how he set it all up. He beautifully controls the unique aroma and heats the dish to juicy perfection. So obviously it's cooked perfectly. We expect nothing less from the first seat. So we've got Soma there, he's drinking his tea. We've got Erana Megami. I still think this is Histore that's speaking. The sauce that splendidly entwines itself with the meat is a red wine reduction used to deglaze a meat and bone fond. It's finished with foie gras, chocolate, and rabbit blood. It's incontrovertibly first class. However, okay, Ishiki Satoshi's playful deliciousness and novel surprises right above it. So they're like, oh, but Ishiki just was so much more, like exciting. This is kind of bland. For someone who's the first seat, it's kind of bland. Like they're saying, yeah, it tastes good, it's nice, but I was expecting a lot more after his first dish. That from when he took on Kuga, it literally raptured them, just from the smell of itself. So we've got Yuki, Yuki and a couple of other fighter characters going, yeah, woo! So they're cheering, and then Eren's like, So Eren is like, what? What's the matter with Anton? Why is she the only one riding like that? And she's like, look below the sauce. What? So his story's like, what? There was another layer to the dish hidden under the sauce. Okay? The bottom layer is the royale. An egg tofu-like preparation made of egg and consomme that is then stiffened into a gel can also be called a royale. These royales are sometimes served as the floating garnish in a soup dish. Okay, so let's explain to us what a royale is. It's like the French version of a chawanmushi, chawanmushi, I'll probably butcher that, an egg custard. Okay, what the? So his story's like, So he's gone in, the flavors of the consomme and the porcini mushrooms flavor in my mouth. One exquisitely smooth and delicate mouthfeel. I can't believe he incorporated both in the royal style and egg custard meanings of royale into one dish. And that's not the only thing he's hidden here. Okay, so there's something else. So now we're starting to see what Tsukasa's actually truly done. There's also a fig and apple puree sauce and a chestnut confit. Okay, so we got a cylinder of wild rabbit meat, rabbit blood and chocolate sauce, royal custard, chestnut confit, and then fig apple puree sauce. Right, so that's how he's set it all up. The mellowness of the royale and the acidity of the sweetness of the fruit gently echo throughout the dish. They make the normally rich lievia light enough to be gobbled down in a flash, but without lessening its impact at all. Okay? How can one even think to realize something like this? And even if they could think of it, it's so complicated that a normal chef wouldn't even dream of trying it. He's a genius, a bona fide genius. And just as they say, there's a fine line between the genius and the abnormal. Okay? So they're literally comparing Ishiki and Tsukasa. They're saying that Tsukasa is a genius. He comes up with the ideas and he actually has the skills to pull off. Where Ishiki's a bit more abnormal, but still a genius at the same time because he comes up with creating different memes. Alright, so it looks like we're going. It's quite hot today, you guys. So it looks like we've got a flashback here. Do you understand how to use your watercolor sets? Each of you can paint whatever you like. Sensei, the colors aren't mixing properly. Try adding water a little bit at a time. So she's there, she's mixing away. Yay! I did it! I got a pretty blue color. So she's going for blue. We've got Tsukasa, he's like, Bang. So he's got it and touched her blue. And she's like, huh? And then he's painting with his own. She's about, Ashika took some of my paint. Wait a minute, Ashika. That's not okay. Why did you do that? Huh? I mean, I thought that color would help my painting look more beautiful. Alright. So he doesn't. So we're going back and we look at a bit of Tsukasa's flash. It's a Tsukasa flashback, basically when Tsukasa was younger, before he started cooking. Similar incidents continued to occur. It appears I'm quite a bit different from everybody else, but there's no point worrying about it. It's so my cooking can shine. Right, so it looks like he's slicing. We can see the armor again. And he's literally destroyed Ishiki's clothing. So, have you thought about it? If you stay to the rebel side, you'll be expelled. And frankly, that's a waste. We got Ishiki there. He's still like kind of blocking. He's like, yeah, still got his eyes up and watching him carefully. He goes, yeah, I'm going to have to politely decline. He's declining Tsukasa's offer. Even if I'm reduced to just my underwear, I'll never give up cooking for joy and pleasure. He's standing there in the loincloth. He's like, yeah, I'm looking good. Right? And then we've got Tsukasa he's got an evil looking. Whoa, the victor of the fourth bout. Second card is Tuskasa Eishi. Oh, and he fucking won 3-0. Ooh, that's huge. That's huge. So Ishiki's gone. Ishiki's out. Alright, so 3-0. So we got Erina beat Momo, Tsukasa's beaten Ishiki. Now I got a feeling we're going to move on to Takumi and Rindo. So everyone's like, ugh. And then we got Aizen's like, fuck yeah. And like, Tuskasa Eishi of the Elite 10 Council. Okay, so everyone's going nuts. So, I see. I guess that's how it is. I was turned down by Soma before, and now by Yuishiki, because I'm just not a real leader. he's like, he's downtrodden. I love it. I guess I'm just not a real leader. Leader or not, I think anyone would have turned you down if you invited them just like you invited them like you just did. And he's like, I love it. Like he's won, but he's doing the whole like kind of like I'm trying to move my arm rest up so I can maneuver. And he's just like, like he's just moping. I love it. I really love Tsukasa, man. He's awesome. Alright, so it looks like we got Kinaki. Ishiki. Oh, here to comfort me perhaps? And he's there just holding his clothes like, hee. But no, not at all. I wanted to remind you that he really was someone you couldn't beat. Also, why are you basically naked? She's losing. You knew from the start, didn't you, Ishiki, that Tsukasa Senpai was that sort of person. Okay. That he thinks of nothing except pursuing his own victory. That's why he's the best. Why he's undefeatable. Is that so? Despite being defeated, he still retains a certain glint in his eye. What? Well, I guess it's up to my friends now. Alright, and Kinoki's like, let's go. So Ishiki's noticed something about Tsukasa. Now then, the fourth bout has been filled with fierce battles. We finally have the last card of this showdown. Chapter 250, End. Alright guys, so that was actually a pretty solid chapter. But anyway guys, let's just jump straight into the review. Alright guys, so chapter 250, we pick up where we left off last week with Ishiki basically somewhat confessing to Kinokuni. And basically, Ishiki asks him, do you think if you stay in Central, you can still continue to cook with joy? The way I picture you so vividly. And then we got Tsukasa like, he goes, what? And he's like, Ishiki's like, what, do you disagree or something? He goes, disagree? No. I really think the soup you made was good. It's nothing less than what I expected from you. But if I win this match, how about you come join Central and just work under me as my assistant? Right? So he made the same offer to Ishiki that he made to Soma. And that kind of, like, someone, in the next panel, then you see someone like, huh? Like, what? Right? So he goes, I think you'd make a wonderful assistant. And you got Hisako, we got Mate. They're like, what? How the fuck can he do that? That's just absurd. He goes, but give me your answer before the judging finishes. He's like, okay, it's just business as usual for you, isn't it, Tsukasa? Right? And then we get a funny cover page. I like this cover page because obviously it's Valentine's Day next week. And we've got Rindo. She's holding a heart with two lizards. It looks like she's trying to give it to Aizen. And Aizen and Saito are like, yeah, no. And then we got Tsukasa, like, he's holding one of the lizards here. And he's like, woo. He's just eating it like there's no tomorrow. Right? Anyway, we go down. We basically end up finding out what Tsukasa's dish is. It's a Rivière à la Royale. It's basically an iconic dish, iconic French dish that has been enjoyed and was said to be loved by monarchs like Louis the 14th, and so on. Basically, all the supreme nobles enjoyed this dish. This was a dish for royalty, right? But as they're tasting it, at first they said everything's kind of like, yeah, but this is kind of what we expect. You know, it's like when you think wild rabbit or hare, which was the thing ingredient, which was rabbit. There's got to be more to this dish. This is the first scene. There's no way he's taking this half-assed. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, and there's even a point in the chapter where they're like, but Ishiki's dish And the deliciousness and the novel surprises were way above Tsukasa's dish. But then we see Anne, who's the female judge, and she's like, she's full on writhing, and he's like, why? She's like, look below the sauce. That's where Tsukasa put all his tricks. He put a royal custard, a chestnut confit, and a fig apple puree sauce under the sauce, and then that all those flavors mingled up with the meat for the sauces, and that's where the impact and the true flavors were. Right? After that, we do get a flashback into Tsukasa when he was younger. Basically, he's in a school, and he was always the different kid. Like, we see him with a little girl. She makes a pretty blue color. He steals it to use it for his picture. He said, I used it because it would make my painting look more beautiful. Right? And similar incidents kept occurring over and over again. He goes, it appears I'm quite different from everybody else. But there's no point worrying about it. It's so my cooking can shine. And we see, as he's saying that, we see him holding up. Still has his armor, and he's got the sword, and then we've got all the slashes. Next thing we know, Ishiki's clothes are being destroyed, and he's down to just his loincloth, the normal Ishiki thing. He goes, and then we have Ishiki like, yeah, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to politely decline. Decline your offer. He goes, because even if I'm reduced to just my underwear, I'll never give up cooking for joy and pleasure. Standing there, arms crossed, in his loincloth. That's obviously severely pissed Tsukasa, because we see him in the next panel and he's just like ropeable. He's just like he's got like the death stare going. We get the official result: Tsukasa winning 3-0 over Ishiki. Right, and then we got Tuskasa Eishi of the Elite Council, basically confirmation that he's won. Right, and then we got the funniest part for me was Tsukasa like all season then kind of moping because he goes, I guess I'm just not a real leader. Yeah, I offered it to Soma and he turned me down. Now I got turned down by Ishiki. Right, I love all that. He's like, yeah, leader or not. And then we got, I don't think anyone would have joined if you just invite them the way you did. Right, but the most interesting part in this chapter is what is the last page. I'm going to reread this last page. He goes, and Kinokuni, and it starts on the previous page where she's like, you knew from the start, didn't you, Ishiki, that Tsukasa Senpai was that sort of person, right? That he thinks of nothing except pursuing his own victory. That's why he's the best, why he's undefeatable. Then we got Ishiki going, is that so? And Ninokuni's like, what? He goes, well, I guess it's up to my friends now. Right? So Tsukasa, Ishiki has seen something in Tsukasa that's like, I don't think he's undefeatable. I think he can be beaten. It just depends on how you approach it. If you approach it in a different way, you could quite possibly. And I think Ishiki knew he wasn't going to win against Tsukasa, but by doing this, by pushing Tsukasa, and he did push Tsukasa, there's no doubt about it, right? Tsukasa had to bring out something insanely crazy, delicate to beat him. He's basically said, all right, there is a way to beat him, right? There is a way to defeat him. And I think he's going to let Soma, Erena, which I believe will be the last two remaining, know, all right, this is how you defeat Tsukasa. Right, if you can defeat Tsukasa, you can defeat Rindo. There's no denying that. But anyway, guys, overall for this chapter, progression-wise, we got good progression. We got the end of the match. We got Tsukasa's 7-inch dish getting judged. We found out what the dish was, and we got the result of the match with Tsukasa winning 3-0 over Ishiki. But I think there's a little bit of foreshadowing in this chapter as into how Tsukasa is going to be defeated. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this kind of plays out later on. So I'm looking forward to finding that part out. So there was foreshadowing in this chapter. The foreshadowing is obviously Tsukasa's defeat, but how? That's the real question here, and I like that. But anyway, guys, overall, I'm going to give this chapter 4 stars. Solid chapter. The art was solid. I liked it. Bit of foreshadowing. Good progression. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now between Takumi and Rindo. But anyway, guys, that is all from me. As always, let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought of the chapter. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another live reaction and review. Peace.